9 months ago, Zombopolis would host a tournament for the PVZ shooters, where hundreds of duos would compete and battle against each other in order to achieve complete victory across each platform. Now, 9 months later, the Floral Federation is hosting a tournament of its very own and will be starting up within a few weeks. This time, we will be working on a much larger and more sophisticated scale, with a budget of $1,500 in prizes and additional prizes for those who do really well in the competition. In terms of organization and running the tournament, we will admit, last time we started up each platform within a week of each other, and it was not the brightest idea. It was quite the mess to organize and sort out 3 platforms simultaneously, both for the participants in the tournament and the staff having to juggle across 3 different platforms at once. Learning from our mistakes as well as taking in suggestions from the PVZ community, we will instead be organizing the platforms one at a time, as to ensure as little overlap and complications as possible. These will be the starting dates for each platform in the following order, though they are subject to start earlier. PC matches begin around the 27th of February, followed by PlayStation matches, which will begin on the 18th of March, and then lastly, Xbox matches will begin on the 11th of April. These dates are subject to change depending on demand or other properties, so ensure to always keep an eye on the announcements channel for when these occur. Now, for the rules of the tournament. Being toxic and obnoxious to others will result in elimination. Please treat people the way you would like to be treated. After all, some might be your potential foes later down the line. Cheating of any capacity will not be tolerated and will also result in immediate elimination. This includes using any kind of mod on PC, having adapters for a mouse and keyboard on console, or any form of usage of Acronis Zen. During a match, teams are not allowed to have both members use the same class simultaneously at any time. They must be different. For example, a scientist with a scientist is not allowed. You cannot choose characters that aren't a part of the selection you handed in. If at any point during the match, we notice that you either jump off the map or intentionally get yourself killed by an environmental hazard, that will still count as a point for the opposing team. Respawning is only allowed when you either wish to change to a character within your lock-ins, or if a misclick occurs. Using characters that are banned by tournament rules are not allowed. These are the characters and abilities that we have chosen to ban. There will be a dedicated channel explaining these bans in more detail if you wish to inquire about them. The tournament will function identical to the one in Zombopolis, being single elimination style rounds. Rounds will consist of 2 matches of Team Vanquish. One match will be played on Team A's ping, and the other will be played on Team B's ping, as to avoid problems with latency and ping issues. The maps will be decided randomly using an automated dice, though Aqua Center will not be a part of this list. Once the map is decided, and both teams have confirmed that they are ready, they can proceed to start the match. Each match in the tournament is divided into 2 halves. The first half lasts until one team manages to achieve 20 points. When this occurs, both teams will be required to swap factions. So if Team A was on plants and Team B was on zombies, Team A would swap to zombies and Team B would swap to plants. This would then lead into the second half, which is exactly like the first. Once a team reaches 40 points in total, the match concludes, and then the host is swapped. So if Team A hosts the first match, Team B would host the second one. The same rules would apply to the second match, and then once that one has concluded, the scores from both matches will be added up. This essentially means that even if your team ends up losing the first round, you should still try to go for as many points as you possibly can, for it could impact the outcome of the round. Since this tournament runs on a 2 versus 2 system, obviously, you will need to obtain a teammate that you can work with, preferably one that is either close or in the same time zone as you, as to avoid complications down the line. When it comes to submitting lock-ins, each team must hand in 5 plants and 5 zombies that they will play. These will be the characters you play throughout the match. You cannot change them once they are handed in, so make sure to discuss and plan accordingly, since your opponents could have any combination of plants and zombies, so you need to plan strategically.